I haven't heard this since my wedding, so bear with me. So I want to welcome everybody. Good evening. And I want to start out by wishing everyone a very happy, healthy, and safe holiday season. And I also want to start out tonight by thanking my team and my wife. For anyone who plans a party, right, they know it's not easy to do so. So setting up something like this is not easy. Christina has worked for hours over the past several days to get it all together. And I want to thank my team for allowing me to do what I love to do, and that's to treat each and every single one of you and to serve you each and every single day. I want to thank my team for allowing me, once again, to do what I do, but also always strive to be better. And my team allows me to be a strong leader in this healthcare field. Without my team, I'm just a fraction of who I am, and I'm a fraction of what I'm able to accomplish. So I'd like to take a minute, and if we could just all give them a round of applause. Jennifer's hiding out back there. Suzanne and Leanne, thank you all so much. Where do I want to go from here? This is the perfect time of year for reflection. And reflection is super important to me. And it's also the time of year where you want to spend time with loved ones and family and friends. And that's why we had this party here tonight. To let each one of you know that you're part of our family. That we love each and every single one of you. And we're very thankful that once again we have the opportunity to care for you. So the other day I was thinking and reflecting about what we do in our office. And it's amazing to see the impact that we have on our community. And now I actually want to invite one of our patients up here to share her story. And her name is Cammie. See, I can tell her story, but I know she'll do a much better job of it than I will. So Cammie's going to share her story.
I know.
Okay, I wish everybody Merry Christmas. I am a nurse, and I've been working 2 jobs, and I've been working very, very hard, lifting up patients. And I don't know when my back just went. I just couldn't get up. It was so painful. I was in a lot of pain, and I have to go to work. So I started taking a lot of pain medication. My doctor gave me, I was even taking prednisone, and I take Flexeril, I take Cerebrex. Every morning I have to load myself so I can get out of bed, so I can start working. And then I was suffering, couldn't get any better. And I go to massage therapy, I do this, a lot of pain medication, but really very short relief. And my daughter came and telling me about Dr. Beverman, and then I said, well, maybe I should give it a try. And then they did an MRI for me, and my back was curved, and to the point that the doctor was saying they don't know how I was able to walk because the way the curve was in my back. And so I went and I did an X-ray. I came and I saw Dr. Beverman, and so at first I said to myself, oh my God, it's expensive. How am I going to pay for this thing? And then I said to myself, well, if you can go to a cruise, you can pay for the cruise, you can buy expensive furniture, you can do this and do that, then you can do this for yourself. Then at least I know I won't be in pain anymore. And then, but I started, and I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. So I started the therapy. After the 3rd treatment, I started getting better. And then I didn't have to roll back in bed, I couldn't get out of the bed. I feel so much better. And I don't know, it's just like a miracle. And I started telling my friends. And I started bringing my friends. And I couldn't shut up. I couldn't keep it for myself. I have to tell everybody. I was telling everybody to come and try it, even if it is expensive. Try it, because it works. That's what I said. So, well, I thank Dr. Weatherman very much because today I'm standing and then I'm not taking none of this medication anymore. Even my blood pressure pill I don't take anymore. And I feel so much better that I will encourage anybody to tell their friends to come because it's a good treatment and it works.
So we have a lot of patients in our office that have been experiencing similar results to that of Cami. And we also have people right now that are on their way to experiencing those same results. And it's very important that we serve our community the best we possibly can. That's our vision. And our vision in 2016 is to help 1,000 families experience health breakthroughs, to get people off drugs, away from surgery, and away from sickness. That's what we want to do, and that's what we need to do. You see, right now, we live in a sick society. Right now, more people are dying of heart disease and cancer than ever before. Right now, our children are sicker than they have ever been. 25% of children are on chronic medication for something. So that's 1 in 4 children. Right now, we're losing this war on healthcare. And in part, it's because people have the wrong information about what health truly is. And that's why I'm so committed. And that's why in this coming year, I'm going to be even more committed than I've ever been before to spreading this message about what true health is. You're going to see a bunch of changes like you always kind of do in our office. We're going to be moving some walls and doing some things in the upcoming part of the year. But we have 3 major initiatives that we're going to be doing in 2016. The first initiative is that we're going to be doing in-office lectures. These lectures, they're for you, they're free. They're for your family, for your friends, and for your children. You see, when I'm adjusting people, people are always asking me, Dr. Ryan, what do you think about this workout program? Dr. Ryan, what do you think about this detox? Dr. Ryan, what do you think about cancer, vaccinations, diabetes, all these different things? And I want to make sure I'm able to serve you. And I really, really want to serve you. But sometimes when we're adjusting people, we're not able to get that deep into it. So that's why we're going to be doing and having these talks. These talks are for you to learn more, for you to grow more with health and wellness, but also for you to invite your friends so they can learn, grow, and become healthy. So you're going to be seeing us do a lot of that in the office. In fact, throughout the year of 2016, we're going to do one of these health lectures in our office every other month. The second initiative is that we're going to be doing outside talks. By a show of hands, how many people have been to our dinner program before? At least once throughout the year. That's awesome. And that program is not going away. That program is going to continue in 2016 and beyond. And we've had a lot of repeat offenders for that program. People have been with us 2, 3, 4 dinners, and they bring guests, and we love that. You see, you're able to take advantage of that program as much as you want, because I know it's not easy when you try to explain what chiropractic is to somebody else. Sometimes they just don't get it, they don't understand. And the dinner is a great forum to be able to bring them to so we can educate them, and that'll always be available for you. But something else we're going to be doing is we're going to be going out in the community and speaking. To help 1,000 people, help 1,000 families is a lot of work, but we're willing to put in the time. So for any of you, if you're part of an organization, the PTA, Chamber of Commerce, if you work for a company, if you own your own business, if you're part of a retirement community, if you're part of a non-for-profit organization, if you're part of, if you're a member of a church, a sports team, whatever the case may be, if you're someone who has a lot of friends and you like to entertain people, we'll literally customize a workshop. We'll come to people's homes to spread this message about health. So we're going to be doing a lot of that in 2016. And the third and final thing we're going to implement in our office is we're going to be doing a health blog. So every 10 days or so, I'll be filming something health related that you can use in the course of your everyday, that you can share not only for yourself but for your friends and your family. And while we have you here tonight, we want to make sure we hear from you. We want to understand what you'd like to learn about. We want to know what questions you have when it comes to health and wellness. We want to know what topics you want to hear about. We want to know what topics you already know about, but you want to learn more about. So there's a table up here behind me, and one of the girls will be over here in a little bit. You don't have to be precise, you don't have to be exact, but let us know, because when I'm creating this content, I want to make sure I'm serving each and every single one of you, and we're putting this all together. I want to have that in mind when we do it. Also, up here at the table behind me, and I already mentioned, we're going to do those outside corporate talks, or those organizational talks. So we have sample brochures up here. So if you work for a corporation or any of those organizations that I mentioned, and you want to bring this to them, go ahead and grab one and let us know what organization, and maybe we can go out and speak to them. And then also, since it is the time for giving, and there's no greater gift that you can give someone than the gift of health, one of the girls, like I said, will be up here. We have customized gift certificates where you can gift someone an exam. All right, so really quickly, before we have some fun with our 2015 Patient Awards, I want to share one final story with you. And it focuses around a phone call that I received from one of my very good friends about 8 months ago. And I speak to him 3 or 4 times a week. He's a chiropractor down in Virginia. He serves thousands of people each and every single month. And he called me, and this conversation was a little different. It had a little bit more urgency behind it. It was a little bit more serious. And he was adamant about putting me on his will. Usually people like to be put on other people's wills, but he's in his 30s, so I was curious to know why this was so important. And what he said to me was, he needed to put me on his will to ensure the fact that if God forbid anything ever happened to him, we can keep the doors of his practice open so his patients had somewhere to be treated if anything ever happened to him. So when we got off the phone, I thought about that, and my wife hates when I talk about things like this, but the fact of the matter is you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen, right? I could literally walk out of here tonight or tomorrow, and something can happen. And it's imperative for me to communicate to you and to have you understand the power of chiropractic care beyond me. You see, it's important that if God forbid anything did happen, that you would, yes, mourn my loss for sure. I'd appreciate that, right? But as soon as that's over, whether it's our office that's able to stay open or someone else's office, I would expect that you'd be in for your treatment shortly after. So this next year is surrounded not only about educating people outside our office, but in our community, but also about having you understand the true power of chiropractic and what it can do. So now we're going to have some fun, and we're going to start off with a video. Christine's going to get that set up for us. We're going to do our 2015 Patient Awards. So the first contest was #GetAdjusted, right? And I'm totally not a social media person, so I had to really put some thought behind this. But I essentially wanted to bring our office culture to you outside of our 4 walls. I wanted to see, what you guys like to do wearing the t-shirt. It was just kind of a fun thought, and we got some pretty creative pictures. Some people were sleeping, which is cool because you got to get some rest. We had other people working out, but we had one person that really went above and beyond because all we asked for was a picture. But he sent in a video, and it was an amazing video. Are you ready, Christina? Yeah. So I can't really describe it. You guys will just see it. It is coming eventually. Suspense now.
Hey, my name is Joel, and I get adjusted by Dr. Ryan. About 6 months ago, I crawled into his office. My legs didn't work, my hips were out of whack, constant back pain, arthritis in the shoulders, in the neck, you name it, I had it. I couldn't play basketball, couldn't throw a football, couldn't do what I love doing. Anyway, since then, he's been putting me back together. So let me show you now how this 54-year-old can now move like a 24-year-old, thanks to Dr. Ryan. Check this out. Now check this out.
we give them a round of applause? By the way, all the recipients of these awards, we have some gifts for you on this table here, so you can stop up after I'm finally done talking or before you leave tonight. The next one that's about to pop up is our Body Transformational Award. So as a lot of you know, we do a lot of things with weight loss in our office, and we've had so many people that were able to lose weight and really change their lives. And this person that I have up here behind me is someone that really was able to change, okay? And she took every single thing we gave her and she implemented it from start to finish, and she worked very diligently to do so. This picture that we have all the way up here on the left, right? This was a person, this was someone who worked out. This was a CrossFit athlete. This was someone who competed in CrossFit events. This was someone that coached at their local CrossFit gym. But what I explain to each one of you in the office all the time is that we have those three components, right? We have our physical component, we have our chemical and nutritional component, and we have that emotional component. And what she was missing was that chemical nutritional component. So we're able to implement that into her daily life. I mean, the transition speaks for itself, okay? And that second picture was in 45 days. So even though she's not able to be here because of a scheduling thing, I'd like to give her a round of applause. Now, this next award has a lot of recipients, and I think this is probably one of the most important awards that we can give. And I'm a baseball guy, so it's kind of like winning the batting title. So you can hit home runs once a week or once every other week, and cumulatively by the end of the year, you can win the home run championship. But to win the batting title, it has to be day in and day out. So the recipients of this next award, and it's our Chiropractic Care Award, is people that truly understand and get what chiropractic care is. It's not just about when you're not feeling well, but it's also about constant and never-ending improvement with your health and with your nervous system. It's about doing the things day in and day out to make sure you're getting the most out of your health. So I'm going to need Christine's help with this because there's a bunch of people, so I'm just going to rattle them off from memory. So if I miss anybody, she'll let us know. So the recipients of this award is Ricky Gonzalez, Adrian Gonzalez. We'll hold the applause to them because there's a bunch of people. Ricky Gonzalez, Adrian Gonzalez, Matthew Calori, Christopher Butler, Will, Erica, Dr. Mighty, Peter Massaro. Christine, did I miss anybody?
Yes. Two troublemakers.
Oh. Sam.